Hello and welcome to a very special playoff final edition of the Blackpool FC preview show. I'm Ged Mills and here is what's coming up on today's show. We'll reflect on the semi-final ties against Oxford United. Head coach Neil Critchley looks ahead to leading his side out at Wembley Stadium. Plus Jerry Yates shares his thoughts on the season and how much he's looking forward to the final. Well, I'm delighted to welcome back Blackpool captain and goalkeeper Chris Maxwell into the studio. Chris, well, first of all, let's go back to those semi-finals and fantastic couple of legs. Was the job done really in that first leg, the 3-0? It was always going to be difficult for them to come out in that second leg and obviously make their mark.
I think in hindsight, maybe you can say it was, with obviously the scoreline that it finished at. There was obviously a couple of moments early on, obviously when they scored, and it was, I can imagine there was a bit of panic going around everybody at the time, but no, we stuck at our task. We responded in the perfect way, getting 2 goals. One, obviously a fantastic goal from Elliot, and yeah, we showed bags of character like we have done all season. Obviously there were 2 very different games. The first game was always going to be very cagey, and the second game they were obviously going to chuck the kitchen sink at it, so there was always the possibility there was going to be goals galore. So yeah, two great games for different reasons, and I'm glad the Blackpool fans got to see the 6-goal thriller, and maybe not for us defensively, but it was great to see some goals go in, especially for the fans to be back.
Well, let's talk about your clean sheet record. Obviously 3 goals against Oxford, but a completely different game, as you say. Nothing normal in that one, but you know, for you on a personal level, was it 21 clean sheets in the league? I mean, that's a fantastic achievement, and just summing up the season for you, you know, you must be very proud of what you've done this year. Yeah,
and I've spoken about it a few times, in that the whole team is to contribute for the clean sheets. Yeah, it's the goalkeeper that takes credit for it, but some of the incidents in the games and the way we set up and our dogged defending right from the very front to the back four has been excellent for the majority of the season. Again, that's a credit to the manager, the way he sets us up, the way he sets up training, and the way he delivers his messages weekly in terms of who we're playing and how we're going to play against them. So there's a lot of credit for a lot of people, and if I could split that trophy up and share it with everybody, I would. So yeah. Against
Oxford, say, what was the mentality going into that second leg? Because you knew they were going to come at you, and when they did score that early on, was it a case of just not to panic? And has that been a process of it's been like this season, especially in those early games when, you know, it wasn't going your way, but there was that sense of, listen, there's no panic here, we know what we're going to do?
Well, I think all the talk about the second leg was based around them getting back into the game. Was 3 goals enough? Was the game going to pan out how we wanted? Were they going to score early? Were they going to score 3 goals against us or whatever? But we said in the dressing room before the game, nobody spoke about us scoring. Nobody spoke about us getting 1, 2, 3 goals, because if we scored 1 or 2, the tie's dead. And also the manager discussed with us about what happens if they score early on. What do we do then? Do we sit back and invite pressure? Well, no, you push on and you try and win the game. And I think I said it in press leading up to the game, but also we said it amongst ourselves as it's a 90-minute game of football. Nobody wants to lose a game of football, so we got to go out and win. And yeah, for me, that second leg was it was more relief when that final whistle went over after getting booked after 20 minutes and all sorts of things running through my head of what could happen, and being out for a final, and not being able to help the team get promoted or have that opportunity to get promoted. It was a massive relief for me, because I was pretty much playing 60 minutes on my goal line.
I was going to say, did that make a difference? You know, you got yellow carded, and as you say, was there a bit of a shift in mindset that you just had to be a little bit more wary about what you were going to do at every single opportunity you had, whether that's coming out, whether that's punching from a corner? Did you get that little thought process had to go through your mind?
Oh, it was massive. I said it a few times after the game to various players and staff. It's probably the hardest game I've had this season. Getting booked at 20 minutes or 25 minutes or whatever it was, and the way I am in terms of trying to influence the game in the right way, trying to speak to the referee, speak to the linesman, and back the players up, and trying to manage the game. In that respect, it was taken away from me, a fear of getting another yellow. But also the way I play, I like to play on the front foot. I like to come sweep things up. I like to really play on my front foot. And what sums up to me was their second goal. I was too busy trying to look after myself and not get involved in anything that it's just gone in the back of the net. And you think, bloody hell, it's hard to play a game consciously as a goalkeeper because everything's instinct. And it was massive relief for me when that final whistle went and your worst nightmare hasn't come true. So yeah, it was it was a tough one, put it that way.
How good was it with the fans in? I know you had it at Oxford, but of course they were the away fans, but to have them here, there was that expectation, the excitement as well, because there was 1 foot over the line, if you will, with that score line. And then obviously after the final whistle, how good was it to have them back?
Oh, it was amazing. Absolutely amazing. People have spoke about it up and down the country about missing fans, and it's great to have them back and this, that and the other. And I've discussed it at length this week in terms of actually how good Blackpool fans are. And I know it sounds cliche, and I know it sounds like, yeah, I play for Blackpool, I'm going to say that, but 4,000 fans here making that amount of noise was second to none. And no doubt they'll be doing that on Sunday as well. But just, I'm really glad from a fan's point of view and the club's point of view that they got to see a game like that. There's plenty of entertainment, there's plenty of goals, there was nervous moments, there was exciting moments and great goals as well to see. That it's been a real tough time over the last 12 months. Not obviously throughout the UK and the world, but it's been a real tough time in Blackpool as well for the last 12 months because of COVID and stuff, and people not being able to get that escape and going to football games and supporting the club you love, being there. So I'm really pleased that the fans got to see a game like that, and I think they'll really enjoy Sunday, and it's up to us players to put on a good performance and do the club and do the town proud.
What's your thoughts going into the final? You've been at a few finals before, you've played at Wembley a few times, but what's your thoughts going ahead of this one?
We've just got to treat it as normal, simple as that. There's plenty of distractions, there's plenty of opportunities for people to stray the focus away from what the job is. Yeah, it's great playing at Wembley. Yeah, it's fantastic playing in front of a big crowd, and obviously I know COVID's back, but has been affecting that. But we're playing in front of 10,000 people, which we haven't done for a long time. And obviously interviews and people asking for tickets and things like this. So there's plenty of things that can take your eye off the ball, so to speak. So we've got to make sure that we do our job properly. We attack it in the right way. We listen to the manager. We imply our game plan in which he tells us to, and we've got to treat it as if it's the first game of the season. Again, I said it for the second leg. It's 90 minutes of football. Nobody wants to lose 90 minutes of football. We want to win it. So we will go and win that. And hopefully we got that little bit of luck and we can come away on the right side of the result.
What's training been like and the preparations? Have people been excited about it, or is it just another week and, like you say, another game?
Without doing it down, it does feel like it's another game. I think the benefit of a congested season of Saturday, Tuesday for what we've had since February has allowed us to put the semi-finals to bed and then churn out another result. We did that over 2 legs, and now we've got to do it again on Sunday. It's a big game, of course. There's a lot on the line. There's a lot of potential of what can be and what can we do next season as a result of this game, but none of that matters. It's 90 minutes. We've got to win a game of football, and it's our job as a group to go and ensure we give ourselves the best possible chance to enable us to do that.
Well, as the Seasiders head to Wembley this weekend, head coach Neil Critchley has explained how proud he'll be to lead his team out at the National Stadium on Sunday.
Neil, we're a couple of days away from Wembley now. Just sum up the feelings at the moment. Calm excitement, I think. Obviously, we're trying to keep the preparation as normal as possible. But there is an excitement there because it's not every day you get a chance to go and play at Wembley. So we won't prepare any different. We try and keep everything the same, so that helps to promote a calmness within the group. But I'd be lying if there wasn't any excitement, and as long as you control that and temper that in the right way, then that can be a good thing.
I know it's about the sort of the performance of the players and how they go about it on the pitch, but how much pride will you take leading the team out at Wembley?
Yeah, very special. My pride will come from the players on the pitch and how they play. But to lead this football club out at Wembley is a special occasion. I try and do everything I can for the players and bring my energy to them because they're the most important people. And also, for the supporters, albeit very few of them will get that opportunity to go to Wembley, and I'm sure lots of them will be supporting us further afield. So for us to go and represent them, it's a big deal for us. Yeah.
You mentioned keeping the approach the same. I suppose when you look back across the season, the players have always had that same mentality for whatever big games come around. Yeah,
our record, obviously, since October and against the top 6 teams has been outstanding this season. So, other than maybe Lincoln, so hopefully that will change. But the consistency in which our players have approached every game, the consistency of the performance has been outstanding. And we have one more game to go, and albeit a different type of game, we have to remind ourselves that it is something we've been doing all season, and concentrate on the things that we want to bring to the pitch at 3 o'clock on Sunday. And if we can do that, then I'm sure we'll give a good account of ourselves.
When you look back across the season, I think the key word is probably being adaptable, isn't it? When you look at the relentless schedule, COVID, injuries, no supporters, there's been so many different challenges to tackle. You've been able to adapt in terms of personnel, formations. You must be really proud of the way that the players have adapted to that.
Yeah, without doubt, and I think that's a testament to the character or the characters that we've got within the squad. They're a humble, honest, hard-working group of men, and whether somebody's in the team, somebody's not in the team, they all prepare in the right way, they all train properly. That's something that's been stressed to them throughout the season, right at the start, that this season will be like no other, and players will need to be ready for their opportunity if it comes, because it will come at some point. And I like to think that the way that we all behave and conduct ourselves and the level of respect between the whole group and the staff definitely helps when it comes to players performing like they have in, like you said, really trying circumstances this season.
It's been such a bizarre period without supporters in stadiums, yet the bond feels so strong, and even though they've not been able to watch it inside the stadium, just from feeling it in that playoff semi-final second leg against Oxford, the connection between squad and fans is incredible.
Yeah, that's something I'm enormously proud of, because when I came to the club, I wanted to give these supporters a team that they could identify with on the pitch, a team that represented them, and like you said, the connection between the players and the supporters is incredible, because they've not been in the ground all season. So I think it's that absence makes the heart grow fonder, and I think we've all realised what we've missed. So to come back together, and at such an important stage of the season, was really, really special. And the atmosphere against Oxford in the second leg was just unbelievable. The players and the staff were blown away by it. I'm biased, but it was by far the best atmosphere of any of the playoff games. And we want to go that one step further for them now.
So much history and heritage associated with this club, so many legendary players. You just look out on the stands or the statues outside. Do you just look at your players now and say, go and put your own place on those walls?
Yeah, we try not to think about them things because it can, take your mind or take your thoughts away from the actual job. By doing the job properly, those things will come. We've got a chance to go to Wembley, and football's about creating memories, and we want to create a memory on Sunday for the staff and everyone, and Simon and Brett and Ben and the supporters that we can all remember for happy reasons. And if we do that, then these players will, the supporters will be really appreciative of that and remember for a very long time, like we do, like you said, some of the past players who have been here that I remember as well.
Let alone the starting 11, how difficult is it to go and pick this 18 and obviously disappoint so many that are so desperate to get an opportunity to be part of that squad at Wembley?
It's incredibly difficult. That will be the most difficult thing I have to do. That's part of the job, but it doesn't make it any easier. I'm not looking forward to that, some of those decisions at all. But I say we're all respectful of each other, and we all know that we're here for the better of the team and for the best of the club. So it's a decision and a job I have to do, not one I'm looking forward to, but that's part and parcel of it. And whoever's in the squad or whoever's out of the squad, everyone will be together. Everyone will be wishing the starting 11 and the subs all the success, because everyone's played their part this year, and it's just that sometimes, unfortunately, at Wembley on that one game, some people might not play a part, but they'll have played a part over the 48, 49 games throughout the course of the season, and it's been a squad effort, and it'll be a squad effort to the end.
You've got so many players that are trying to push back to fitness, having missed out the last couple of weeks. How tough are those calls going to be in terms of assessing them?
Yeah. Again, you have to take into account performances of late. Who's been performing well. You have to take into account the opposition and what strengths they have and what difficulties they can give you. We have one or two that may be ready to come back into the squad, and if so, we then have to decide whether that's the right thing for them to do, and are they worthy of taking somebody else's spot, possibly. So we've got quite a few important decisions to make, but we've got a little bit of time to make them yet.
We know how special the Wembley experience is, but just a tad disappointing that it's not that full Wembley experience, and there'll be so many supporters that will be missing out on a day out there. Yeah,
of course, yeah. We're only getting, is it 4,000 or just under 4,000 tickets? We know we could have sold a hell of a lot more than that, and for us to fill one half of the ground in Tangerine would have been a special sight. Of course it's a shame. The last time we went to Wembley, the supporters didn't go for a different reason, and this time, because of the situation the country faces, another opportunity for our supporters to go has been taken away in great numbers. So yes, it's a shame, but I can assure you the supporters that, like the players have done all season, they'll be giving absolutely everything they can to make all our Blackpool supporters happy, and we want to come back to Blackpool and have something to celebrate in the town here with them.
And you know full well the noise that 4,000 can still make.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, because it felt like 40,000 here the other week. Hopefully we'll win on the pitch, but I'm sure our supporters in the stadium, they'll win that battle, because I've got every faith and confidence in them that they're going to be in full voice, and we want to give them something to shout about.
And although the approach doesn't change, still a couple of days before the game comes around, do you already have in mind your team talk ready, or will that just come Sort of close to the time?
No, not my team talk, no. That'll just come close to the time, and I'll have a few thoughts about the messages, the important message that I want to give to the players before the game. And I say it'll be very simple and it won't be complicated, and it's important that it's the same as what we've been for 48, 49 games. That's why we've been successful, so there would be no reason to change that now. And then you hand over the responsibility to the players, you put your belief in them, and they go and take the pitch and do what they've done unbelievably well all season, which is perform consistently well for long periods of the season. So we just got one more game to go.
That was head coach Neil Critchley there. Well, Chris, I mean, what's he been like and the coaching staff this week leading up to it? Again, has there been that sort of bit of excitement? What has it been like on the training field with the coaching staff?
Well, yeah, it's been no different. The Gaffer's is normal, happy, bubbly self, and training's been tough, to be fair. Obviously, leading up to the game, it was an 8-day period, I think, before our next game, so it's been pretty tough, and no doubt we'll go through a bit more tomorrow, and then we'll be ready for Sunday.
Have you been looking at the Lincoln games that you've played before, or again, is it just a case of moving on from that, playing your own game, and it's all about, we know what Blackpool can do, and it's all about basically turning up at the weekend?
I think it's a little bit of both. Obviously, Lincoln are a fantastic team. They wouldn't be in a playoff final unless they were a great team. So they've got a good manager themselves, and they've got plenty of talent within their dressing room as well, and some real good attacking threats, which we have to be mindful of. I think we'll certainly have to be at our best to go and beat them, but at the same time, they've got to be at their best to beat us. We were a tough team to play against. Not only have we proved that all season, but we've been told that all season by various opposition. So yeah, it's building up to be a fantastic game, and yeah, it'll be hopefully it'll be a good one for everyone on the day, and like I said, hopefully we're on the right end of the result.
What do you think the turning point of the season was? Because obviously we talked about that start of the season was difficult. There's a lot of new players coming into the team, and I know that a lot of the stats were being thrown out in that Oxford-Blackpool game, how badly Oxford had started, how badly Blackpool had started, and look where they are now. And so at what point in the season do you think sort of everything clicked together, the team started to click together and gel together, and it just started to move forward?
I think it's quite difficult to put your finger on it. Obviously you could turn around and say the Burton game, or you can look at fixtures on paper and talk about things like that, but for me personally, I think it would be the Ipswich game at home here. Now, I'm not sure about what the results were after that, but that was right, we need to learn from this now. We need to sort ourselves out, and we need to make sure that we approach games a little bit different, be a little bit more streetwise, and manage games a little bit better. Now, you could look back at all the results at the start of the season, and there'd be plenty of evidence to support we were hard done to, in terms of we shouldn't have lost some of them games and we should have won them with the amount of chances we created. And you could talk about individual errors or things that lead into goals or whatever, but we knew we were a good team. The manager and the way he sets us out and his philosophy and how we work in, day out, there was no way we could continue with that run of form. But also what sticks out in my mind as well is the Wimbledon game. I think it was 1-0, I think we lost that game, and we were down to 9 men, and we're still creating chances, and we showed bags and bags of character. So you know as a player when you're in a good group like that, and you know that when you're in a team and in an environment day in, day out, where there's people that never give up and give their all the time. It's the old cliche, the cream always rises to the top, and through our mental mental strength and our character and the ability and the talent we've got, and with the manager we've got, it was only inevitable that we were to climb the table.
Well, it's been a memorable season so far for the Seasiders, with one man in particular hitting the ground running in his first season in Tangerine. Jerry Yates became the first Blackpool player to score 20 league goals in a single season since Andy Watson in 1994.
It's a big occasion. It's what you dream of as a kid. I remember going to my first one at Doncaster versus Leeds at Wembley, and to be involved in an occasion like that, so it's going to be a big moment for me and my family, and like I say, for the whole team, and we've come a long way, so we're going to be ready for it, yeah.
And training in the lead up to the game, how have things been?
It's been good. We had a few days off after the semi-final, which was needed. So we've been preparing very good this week, and he's had us doing some intense stuff and higher tempo, so I'm sure we'll be ready for Sunday, yeah.
And obviously we're playing Lincoln City in the final, not beating them so far this season, but 2 very close games. What are your thoughts playing them?
Yeah, they're a very good team. Like I say, they've been up there all season, so it'll be a tight game and one we'll embrace and we'll look forward to, yeah.
And obviously the Oxford United games in the semi-finals, 2 really, really good games. A goal for yourself in the home tie, which you dedicated to young Jordan Banks, who sadly passed away. Tell us about that.
Yeah, I was speaking to some of the staff before, and I knew that it was a big game, and we wanted to dedicate it to the family. A goal, or it was up to anyone really to score, and I thought when I scored, then it was my time to go and grab the shirt and obviously show my appreciation for it, yeah.
And overall this season now, you've hit 23 goals. Have you surpassed any expectations that you might have had at the start of the season?
Well, yeah, I set myself a goal of I want to hit 20 goals. But yeah, we've got one more game left, and I'm certainly not done yet, so I look forward to it.
I was Jerry Yates there. Well, Chris, I mean, let's talk about Jerry Yates. You see, he just looks a character. I mean, he proper loved the fans. He's jumping into the fans, and he just loves his football, and he loves life. Is that kind of the character he is?
Yeah, it was Jerry all over. So the Jerry Yates that everybody sees, he's talking about there, jumping with the fans and the passion and the character that he shows there, that's him in a nutshell. He's so natural. He doesn't play up to anything. That's him all over. And to go along with that, he's such a great lad as well. He's a fantastic guy to have in the dressing room. He's so happy. He's so bubbly. He's brilliant, to be fair, and he gives his all day in, day out. And as soon as you know Jerry's a bit under the weather or he's having a down day, everyone soon realises. So we always tell him to snap out of it. But he's great to have around the place, and if it isn't his ability on the pitch or his hard work, it's certainly his character that we all love.
Imagine in training as well, he's a character. But on the field, I mean, just some of the goals he scored, that Northampton goal as well, you know, the skill that he showed, and just the finishing, you know, to score that amount of goals, you know, he's showing that week in, week out on the training pitch as well. You just know how good he is.
Well, yeah, I think he deserves it. You don't work as hard as he does in terms of his defensive work, his work off the ball. He deserves the credit that he's getting, but also he was getting chances at the start of the season, and like you said, it takes a bit of time for players to come into a new environment and gel with the teammates and stuff, and that's the same for all of us. And for him to score the goals that he scored in the period of time that he has done is excellent, and yeah, he deserves it because he's a great lad and his work ethic's top notch. So yeah,
and he's built a great relationship as well with Ellis, especially recently. I mean, these playoff semi-finals, must be great for you as a captain and goalkeeper to see that, you know, you're keeping those clean sheets, but the two up front are just working brilliantly together.
Yeah, Ellis, he's been fantastic since he's come into the club, and I think I said it in an interview a couple of weeks ago. Us as players, we're really proud of him. In a way, he's a young lad. He's so kind. He's a little bit shy. He's so he's so kind-hearted as well, and you can see that he wants to do well, but he's still such a young lad. And for him to develop the way he has done in the last 6 months is been incredible, and all credit to him. He's listened to what the manager said, he's took on board what the staff said to him, as well as some of us senior players that have spoke to him, and yeah, he's been excellent, and him and Jerry have done really well together. And then on the likes of Gary's coming back now as well, and that's a massive boost for us. And when you're playing against a team and they throw on a player like Gary Medine for the last 10 minutes, you're thinking, right, this is a problem we've got to solve on the pitch, and it's not easy to play against Gaz, especially when he comes on. So it's good to have him back as well, and we're getting bodies back now, and hopefully they can all contribute on Sunday.
The big question, of course, everyone wants to know is if there's a one-on-one situation, Jerry Yates and Chris Maxwell, who comes out on top?
You're gonna have to ask him what happened while we were away last week. There was a penalty, put it that way. There was a penalty that went on, but I won't tell you what the outcome was. I'll let him tell you. I'll let him score. If it was another one, I'll let him score.
And finally, it's not just the current squad and all the fans that are looking forward to the game this weekend. Plenty of former Seasiders have been sending in their best wishes to Neil Critchley and the squad.
Hi, Andy Morrell here. Just wishing best of luck to Blackpool FC, the fans, the staff and all the players in their playoff final on the weekend. Hope it goes well, and I hope you have the luck that we had that gets you up into the Championship. All the best.
I just wanted to wish everybody connected with the Blackpool Football Club the very best of luck for Sunday's playoff final against Lincoln. Neil Critchley, all his staff and the players have been a real credit to the football club, the town and themselves and their families this season. Go and finish the job and make new memories for everybody. I wish you the very best of luck. Go and get the win.
Good luck, Neil, in the playoff final on Sunday. Wishing you and all the lads the very best of luck. We know you can do it.
Hi Blackpool, it's Kiernan Dewsbury Hall here. I just wanted to jump on to wish you the best of luck in the playoff finals. It's been a great season for you as a team, and I'm hoping that you can finish it off with some silverware and a promotion. All the best.
Hi guys, it's DJ Campbell here. Just want to give you a quick message. Wishing you all the best for your upcoming playoff game final. We're behind you, we're proud of you. Enjoy it, embrace it, and I'm sure you guys will be fine. Take care, see you soon, all the best.
Hello everyone, my name is Angel Martinez. I have the pleasure to wear the tangerine shirt that you are wearing right now, years ago. So I just want to wish you, to all the team, all the best for the final. It's going to be a very important day for you, for your life, for your career. So make sure you are going to remember it like a special one, a happy one. Doing it, you're going to make all your family, all your friends, all the fans, all the club, and former players like me very proud, very happy. So lads, put all your effort in the pitch and do it. All the best, and come on Blackpool!
Hi everyone, it's Mickey Walsh here. Hope you're all well back in the UK. I'm back in Porto now. We've been locked down since last November, but we're back in Porto. Sorry we won't be in the UK for the game on Sunday. All the best to Neil and the boys. Cheers.
Hi, Steve Michael Hardger here. I'd just like to wish Blackpool Football Club, the staff, players and fans all the best in the playoff finals at the weekend.
Hi guys, all the best for Blackpool Football Club on Sunday at Wembley. Make sure you come back victorious. All the best.
Congratulations Critch, the lads and the staff are reaching the final. Good luck on Sunday. Go out there and embrace it and enjoy the occasion.
Hi guys, this is Ludo. I just want to wish to my former team Blackpool all the best for this game on Sunday at Wembley. Come on the pool!
Hi, this is Tony Green here. I'd just like to wish the players and the management all the best for Sunday. I've seen all the games this season and I think we've done terrific to get to the playoffs, and I hope we're in the Championship next year.
Hi lads, Charlie Adam here. I just want to wish you all the best for Sunday's final. Good luck and hopefully see you back at Bloomfield Road soon.
Hi, Andy Watson here. Part of Billy Ayres Tangerine Army back in 93-94. Massive congratulations to Neil and the boys for reaching the Wembley final. I sincerely hope You do it for the town. It'd be absolutely brilliant for Blackpool. Special mention to Jerry Yates. Rumour has it you're the first person in nearly 30 years to hit over 20 league goals. Can't remember who the other one was. Anyway, up the pool. Do it for the town. Come on.
It's Bet Home Road. Just a quick message to Neil Critchley and all the lads at Blackpool, the players, the staff and everyone else. Best of luck in the final against Lincoln. Go and finish it off, boys. What's already been a great season, and write your names in this fantastic club's history. All the best.
Well, Chris, as we talked about the actual fans, what about some of the ex-players? Getting the well wishes from them, and just for you personally, have you had texts and stuff all this week off, I suppose, a range of different people? Have you going to Wembley?
Plenty of texts for tickets. Put it that way. Yeah, well, there's a lot of former Blackpool players that I'm very close with, and I speak to them quite regularly. So they've all told me to make sure we go and do it for the club and do it for the town and things like that. But also quite a lot of players across the leagues, and there's a fair few players in League One as well that are wishing us all the best. So it seems to be a common theme that a lot of teams want us to do well and stuff like that. So yeah, it's great to hear. But I'm sure Lincoln City will be having the exact same thing in their dressing room.
And again, is it one of those where you sometimes you've got to block it out until the game's been and gone, really?
Yeah, as I've said, it's no different to us, and we've got to treat it no different. So they're just some of the distractions and things that can change the focus in a player and their performance. And the sooner you get them sort of things out of the way and you can concentrate fully on the game, the better. So we'll be doing that and just fully focusing on the game.
But you can't wait, can you?
No. Really, really looking forward to it, and we've got our fingers crossed, but we're fully focused, and we'll deliver a good performance. And I just hope that we'll get that slice of luck. And as I said, hopefully that'll be enough to get the win.
Well, Chris, thank you very much for your time today, and the very best of luck in Sunday's final. Remember, you can watch the Seasiders take on Lincoln City in the Sky Bet League One playoff final live on Sky Sports Football from 2:30 on Sunday. Kick-off is at 3. The club shop is open 10 a.m. till 4 p.m. on Saturday to pick up all of your Blackpool merchandise to show your support for the lads. Thank you very much for all of your support throughout the season, and we'll see you all very soon.